This guy knows a lot, and I'm a subscriber to him. His name's Hustle Bitch, and this guy has been reporting on stuff. People, look at that. He looks like he has a vest on for real. Look at the back. Look at his back. You tell me he's not wearing a vest? Anyway, let me take that back. Let me take that back a little bit. Tell me Charlie Kirk not wearing a vest. Right now. Tell him when he bends over, you'll see his back. Look at that. He's wearing a vest, man. He's wearing a vest. He's definitely wearing a vest. Or did they say he wasn't? Because I'm pretty sure they said he wasn't. Let's see what happens here.
The dispatch calls placed the shooter in a completely different location from the low-C building.
Is on top of the building on the far north side, just east of the library, wearing jeans, black shirt, black vest. Just advising, there is another report. Gunshots heard near the library at UVU. They're trying to lock the library down now, still gathering.
She's saying they just got another report of shots fired at UVU library.
Spoke to a student, said that the shooter is on top of the building on the far north side. Maybe the PS building is just east of the library. He's wearing jeans, black shirt, black vest, long rifle.
I've got an individual over here who said she witnessed the shooting, and it's different than what she saw from what the news is saying. She's over here at McDonald. Would like to meet with an officer that we take a report on this.
Now, as we just saw, the library is much farther away from Charlie's tent than the low-C building, and if the reports were accurate, multiple gunshots came from that direction. They also locked down that library, and you can hear what sounds like more than one gunshot in some of the better quality recordings that came out shortly after the shooting took place. There's much debate whether there is one shot or more. And this multiple shooter theory feels really legit when you realize just how many people were on the rooftops around the tent. One guy was spotted not on the rooftop of the low-C building, but on the Woodbury building only minutes before the shooting.
I hope he mentions the secret door underneath Charlie's chair that nobody talks about. The secret latch door that was hidden. I don't know what that was for. But it's all been covered up. There was definitely a hidden room underneath Charlie's chair. So, go fathom that. I mean, there was a secret room next to Charlie's chair, below the ground, that opened with a little door, and boom, you'd have access to Charlie right there. Bang. And then back into the hatch, gone. He was set up, man. He was set up. He was set up by
never found out who these people were, and it's absolutely insane
by people that he thought loved him.
access the roof with so much ease in a universe
That's what happens. You get surrounded by these lying yes men, and you think they're your friends. And then they shoot you in the throat. It's the story of all these people. Oh boy. He was surrounded by the enemy. Didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. He was too busy trying to make America better. He was busy on a mission. He was too busy to pay attention to shit was around him. Somebody else should have been paying attention for him. Nobody was. Just a bunch of people out there right now trying to make money off his name. There's a secret door. I think it's a secret latch. Is that it? I'm not sure. But, you know, we saw these people coming out telling these fake stories. Like, totally rehearsed. Same tone of voice every single time. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking to eternity. And they're trying to make it about God. You know... You people you have no no shame. No shame at all. You lying cowards. We sacrificed our boy. And I hope they don't get away with it, man. I hope they don't get away with it. They sacrificed our boy, and I hope they don't get away with it. It's not right. That man was special. He was our Rush Limbaugh.
And yet, despite all these
And they took him away from us, man. They took him away.
Of Tyler Robinson shooting the weapon. Now, before you say he could have avoided the cameras on purpose,
Oh, did he?
let me remind you
He
that
could not have.
allegedly planned this whole thing
Could-
in just a week.
He could not have taken his rifle apart fast enough.
Robinson, a bit over a week, I believe.
Now, I'm going to talk about Tyler soon, but there's still a lot we need to unpack at UVU. For instance, I showed people videos of a very fast-moving drone, or perhaps drones that were flying over the crime scene at unbelievable speeds. Now, people online quickly called it a bug or some kind of bird, but of course, we see the same drones in other videos as well. And trust me, they do not look like birds or bugs.
And that George Zinn guy, is he an Israeli?
Most
Like,
people who've worked with
I don't know.
commercial drones will tell you that this drone or drones do not look like anything that you can just buy from the market. In fact, this seems more like a surveillance drone used by many different agencies. That's why it almost feels like someone was using that drone to confirm that Charlie got hit, but that's just my opinion. What's not my opinion, however, is the sound of a helicopter in the sky moments before the shooting took place.
Yahoo Serious. Yeah, I mean, there's a helicopter, there's people. I mean, we're being lied to about everything. Everything. There was a secret room next to Charlie. His security was from Isreal. Israel wanted to silence Charlie because he was telling the truth about them, how they control America, how they get all of our money. We work hard for our money. They take it and they start wars all over the world with it, and kill people with our money in the name of our taxpayers' money. I don't care about Israel. I'm sorry.
Of course, no official report.
I'm American.
Dispatch calls
I don't care about Israel.
of any helicopters
F
in the
Israel.
area.
God bless America.
It's come from. Now, as you can see,
I'm
there
not
are lots of
anti-Jewish.
strange things happening.
I'm anti anything that's not American. I'm an American lover, man.
However, things go
That's
from
all.
strange to
It's nothing to
downright
do with being
bizarre
Jewish. I don't like Israel.
And
Fuck them.
let's start with the fact that
Sorry.
while everyone was
F
running
them.
for cover,
This is for entertainment purposes.
George Zinn stood
Those
up
people,
immediately
man.
and claimed
They
to
control
be
us. They laugh at us. They kill our people. They sacrifice our people. They make a mockery of it. This guy stands up, making a joke about it. Oh, I killed him. Look at me. Look at me. He was at 9/11. He's been at like 2 other crazy events.
I've seen videos of George many, many times, and it's pretty obvious he knew what was going to happen. He didn't skip a heartbeat before making such a big decision. And what about the people he was seemingly talking to?
There was a lot of people in on this, man. A lot of people. I would like to know George's ties to Israel. If he has ties to Israel, I bet you he does. George Zinn. I'm not even gonna look it up. I'm gonna say he's got ties to Israel. I'm sure of it. I don't have to look it up. I already know. Once you know, you know, man. We've never been attacked. The United States has never been attacked by a foreign enemy. Pearl Harbor happened. We knew it was going to happen. We let it happen. We orchestrated it, and so the Americans would want to go to war. They sacrificed their boys. 9/11. Israel pulled that. We knew that was going to happen. We let it happen. They sacrificed our people. Good people. People are still dying from that. America is possibly the Antichrist. I don't know. It's crazy. America is evil, man. They're evil. We're doing evil things. We're letting evil things happen. In the name of currency. You know? It's not right. It's not American. It's not how Americans really are. But it's America. You know,
Of course,
I love
we all know
Americans.
what kind of history George has, but if you're not in the loop,
And I'll
here's a
fight for my
good video
country.
explaining his wild past.
No, I really wouldn't, because they didn't really give us a good reason to fight. Anyway. But I do love America.
Planes hit the towers. He was also arrested in 2013 for emailing a bomb threat joke to the Salt Lake City Marathon shortly after the Boston bombing. He pled guilty to a terrorism charge and somehow magically only received probation. He was also detained and questioned as a person of interest at the Charlie Kirk assassination on September 10, 2025, but released without charges relating to the shooting. Ben Grock went on and made sure that it told you there is no credible evidence that supports claims of his involvement in 9/11's false flag, facilitating Kirk's death, or Mossad ties. The main suspect in Kirk's killing is now Tyler Robinson, and he is in custody.
So this man who's been trespassing and showing
Yeah,
up at
Nick
Republican
Brock
events
makes sure
for
to tie it up,
decades
right?
decides to immediately take the fall for this shooting. Now, you have to be an absolute madman to do that because of open carry laws. A lot of people could be armed at this event, and it would not be surprising if one of them shot George. But then again, it seems like he almost wanted that. And when he failed to die, he ended up getting locked up because he handed over his phone to the police without any protest, even though the phone allegedly contained incriminating images of children. So just like that, this guy gets out of the picture after playing such a
Yeah, those
big
Israelis, they love boys, huh?
However, you have to
They love lady boys.
George wasn't the only strange man on the UVU campus that day. There was also a guy running straight towards the security team only minutes after Charlie was taken out of there.
Pointed at someone. That was weird. The whole thing was weird.
And what about the guy who had a fake law enforcement badge on and who tried to rip it off and hide it as soon as he was seeing the camera in front of him?
Whoops. Be hard to point this guy out, huh? He could easily pick this guy out of a crowd. Very recognizable. They both are. I would love to know who they are. I'm sure I'm worried or disturbed by what just happened.
We were never told who this guy was, and I don't think he was even questioned by law enforcement agencies. Of course, we later found out through dispatch recordings that local police officers and detectives were told not to interview certain people by the FBI.
As per FBI and FBI, we've been given clear direction not to interview.
So the FBI did not
No
want
autopsy.
certain people interviewed by the local police department.
No
And
autopsy
they
was
also
done.
did not show up to interview people who might have seen the shooter. I think you're starting to see why people
He
are
was-
criticizing
Tyler
this
was
shocking
caught.
investigation. But even if the investigation was bulletproof,
33
it would not
hours.
have mattered because random people were manhandling key evidence since the campus police
Here we
and
go, watch
law
this shit.
enforcement took their sweet time in securing the crime scene. For example, after the shot, the scene around
This is
Charlie
right
Kirk's
after the shot.
body looks anything but normal. One man leans over the table, palms something, slips it off, shoves an item into his pocket, instantly masks it by scrolling his phone like nothing happened. Another man makes a quick grab, questionably puts something into his pocket, bumps into another man, and stealthily passes something along. Moments later, the same guy reappears on camera, running back with a small
These are
object
obviously
clenched in
military
his hand.
people. Trained killers. Look at these guys. I don't know about that one, but yeah, probably. I know I've seen so many soldiers in my time. These are soldiers, or had, either are soldiers now or they've been soldiers. I don't know, but these are Israeli bodyguards. That's for sure. Look at them all scrambling to get all the evidence. Right, this is right after the shooting. Is anybody doing anything to secure the crime scene? No, they're not. Tell me that's a regular guy just watching. You know, that guy's ripped. He's got that. I'm telling you, this is a military dude. That guy's seen some action. Trust me. I would not mess with that man. That man either. Look at this guy. They stand out. They stand out. These aren't regular guys, man. If they're Charlie, there must be Charlie security, but they're also Israelis. He's hiding something in his pocket.
Exactly were they grabbing? What were they hiding? What were they handing off? Did the cops ever ask these guys? I don't think so, because they were too busy tampering with evidence at the crime scene without a care in the world.
Go, guys, that way. Go.
This is right after the shooting. There's a cop. That's the microphone Charlie was using. Yeah, that's really nice.
Now, I want you guys to see another very strange video. As Charlie Kirk lay bleeding, his security detail leaned over him, appearing to give aid. Then, in the middle of the chaos, he makes the decision. His hand slides up to his meta glasses, and he presses the record button.
Ah. Yep. Wow. And look at that guy, too. Come on. He was waiting there. He was ready. He's the one that gave the hand signal. Next to the guy in the white hat who was Charlie's best friend, and I can't cry at all, but I like I'm crying. No tears will come out.
The question is, did he just start a recording, or was he stopping it before anyone could notice? By the way, the famous guy who used Charlie's chair to take out the SD memory cards from those cameras was also magically present at the perfect spot elevated above the crowd to record them when they were taking Charlie to the SUV.
This guy's a creep. Look at this shit. That's the chair Charlie was just sitting in that he got shot in. Charlie's still on the ground, by the way. He's still on the ground, by the way. Well, this guy's using his chair that he was just sitting in, which I argue would be sacred at this point. At this moment, that chair is sacred. It should be in a museum. Where is that chair, by the way? They have no respect for that young man. They don't respect that young man. They're using him. It's disgusting. Look at this. Look at this. This Israeli soldier taking the SD card. It's taking a long time to get it out. Jeez. I thought you were professionals. I'd fire that guy. You're fired, buddy. You suck. There they are trying to carry him to the car. There he is. Same guy taking the SD cards out happens to be perched right by the,
Now, this guy works for Turning Point USA, and they claim to have given those SD cards to the FBI.
Yeah. This guy's in on it. He's a liar.
From the very beginning.
How much money will he make out of this?
And loved Charlie like a brother.
A boatload.
He grabbed the SD cards out of the camera afterwards, and there's all these conspiracy videos.
Yeah, because you shouldn't have done that, because you're a liar, dude.
First of all, they're in the possession of the FBI. Okay, it's not like he took them and ran off with them. Second of all, I asked him personally. I said, "Why did you do that?" And he looked at me, and this was his answer. He said, "Because I know people can be evil."
The problem is, they tampered with evidence.
You
from a
liars,
crime scene.
man.
When does anyone get away with that? Also, how do we know that the footage is not doctored? Have we already seen some videos from this incident?
Watch this
that seem
doctored
to
video.
defy the laws of physics?
Watch this chair go right through a table. It's amazing. This real look, see it? This real footage. The chair just went right through. Whoop. Yeah, that's real, all right. And it's not doctored. No. No. It's not doctored. No. Don't believe your eyes. Don't
How
believe
is
your
this
lying
chair
eyes.
going through a solid table like that? The answer is we don't know. Just like we don't know what that trapdoor was doing right next to Charlie's tent.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Look at that. By the way, it's all been concreted over. It's all been wiped clean. The whole area.
Of course, we can never find the answer to this question because only days later they reconstructed the whole area for seemingly no reason at all.
Let's see, what are they doing? Because I see a lot of
Stick by my
construction,
story.
smoke going on. Oh,
Oh, eh?
no. They are constructing. They are taking out the whole platform where he was sitting. And they are
I'm
constructing.
from Jamaica.
As you can see.
Stick by my
That's
story.
what
Samson.
changes. And guess what?
Samson, I stick by
The
my
killer was
story.
there and there was a
I'm from
video
Jamaica.
over
Oi!
here, and that's where you see a killer
From the
running
worst
behind in the
fucking
background.
Stone movie ever.
And I
Half
was
baked.
like right here when it happened. So
Alright, well, that's enough for today, guys.
Major demolition here. They ripped out and removed the grass,
UniteTheFuture.com.
which Charlie laid upon
UniteTheFuture.com.
after he
UniteTheFuture.com.